YouTubers, Michelle just Playin here. As some of you guys know, I recently got a bearded dragon. We had turtles. We have two turtles, thing one and thing two. And we have, my best friend has some anoles. She has two anole lizards. And we were buying crickets for the anoles at PetSmart. And for 25 to 30 crickets, it's about $5.60 something. I know she bought 4 packs the other day and it was right at 20 bucks. And that doesn't mean they're all alive. And I don't think there's 20 or 30 in the box anyway. It doesn't look like it. So anyway, our turtles love them, but we don't feed them to our turtles yet because they cost so much. But I got a bearded dragon, Max, and it is costing, oh my goodness, just to keep going and getting. We live on the outskirts of town, so just to go to PetSmart one way or go to the other PetSmart, it's just gas, and actually buying the crickets is just ridiculous. And my bearded dragon's supposed to eat anywhere from 20 to 50 crickets a day. So her nose eats crickets every other day or something. She puts just a few in there, so I'm like, well, you know what? I'm going to save money and I'm going to see if I can raise crickets myself. So I've done a lot of research. And I'm going to build cricket cages today. So I'm going to take you guys along with me and show you what I'm doing. I'll try not to make this video too long, but for you guys that are really interested in making your own cricket cages, you guys might want to watch the whole thing. Basically, I bought some live crickets, and you can hear them chirping. So you guys get ready, and I'm going to show you guys what you need. Okay guys, I'm doing a rundown of what you're going to need. I bought my crickets early, but that's because I have animals that need them now. So I wouldn't buy my crickets until I got my cages set up, then go get the crickets. Because they don't need to be staying in a little container. But I wanted to show you guys on this video. So basically you're going to need some soil. I just got regular garden soil because it stays moist longer. Don't get topsoil or just dirt, like some people say, because you need that moisture for the eggs to hatch. I got my scissors to cut, my tape to put on the inside of my containers. If you put packing tape around the tops of your containers, which I've not done yet, if you put the packing tape around it, the crickets cannot crawl up the plastic tape, the packaging tape, because they'll just slide right back down. Their legs can't grasp hold, so you always need to put tape around any enclosure that you use for your crickets. I've got my egg bins. I bought 4 of those, and I've got my rubber bands to put my screen wire around the top of my cricket egg bins, because if you don't, the crickets will eat the eggs and you won't have any crickets. These little long piped cardboard, I'm going to cut in pieces. Save your paper towel cardboard holders, save your toilet paper holders. They love to go inside of those and hide. They like it. They feel comfortable. It keeps them calm, and they can mate better and make more eggs. I have my screen wire, which is the long one. It's aluminum that I'm going to put on my lids. The lids are right back there. I've got to cut them out. And I'm going to put the aluminum on the tops, so it's just big enough that they can't get through. I have my mesh, and it's just plastic like screen wire, so that I can put around the tops of my worm beds. I say worm beds because I've got worms too that I raise, but my cricket beds. You're going to need a heat lamp. I took this one from my bearded dragon to show you guys. You do not have to have a UV bulb, one of those special bulbs. That's what that is, but you can use just a regular 60 watt, or it needs to be about 80 degrees for these guys to hatch and for the crickets to be comfortable and mate and everything. It's about 80 degrees. So if you get a 60 degree bulb plus just the room temperature, you should be good to go. And a glue gun, so that I can, once I cut the tops of my containers out, I can glue the aluminum screen to the top so that I can set my heat lamps so it holds the heat in and they can't crawl out. Because sometimes they will jump. They got little legs and they can jump, so they can get out of places. You know, every once in a while they could probably jump and attach to that screen, but they could get out if it's not small enough. So I'll let you guys, I guess, let me get started. Okay guys, so basically what I've done is I have taken my box cutter and I have cut right around the top of a container. So basically this was in the top of this. Got wet somehow, but I basically cut it out like that. Then I took my wire and I cut I measured it and I laid it out, measured it, and cut around. So basically what I'm going to do now is I have my hot glue gun over here. I have a plate so that it, you know, just in case some kids are watching this, I want to do this too. I've got my plate so my glue don't drip. I've got my glue in here, and basically all I'm doing, I put gloves on so that I could like kind of touch the glue a little bit to smear it in between the wire so that it doesn't pop up. So it doesn't stick to my fingers, it'll stick to the gloves and I can just peel it off. So basically all I'm doing is I'm just squirting some glue under here like so. I got a little glue gun. And I'm just basically mashing this down and I'm just holding it. And the glue is going to pop up through the screen and you want it to dry that way. And see, I just kind of touch it. It kind of makes a rough spot for the glue so that it don't go back through or anything. And there you have it. I did see somebody do staples all around it. I don't know that I'd want to do staples. But I'm just going to hot glue this whole thing around just like this so that they can't jump out. And it's going to look like this. It's going to be a screen on top of the cage. So let me get finished up with this one. I already did one. I've got glue all the way around. They can't get through the glue. I've sealed all the entrances. As you guys can see, I have lined it with packaging tape. It stays on there, so I can put it on top of my box. Okay guys, I'm making my egg beds now. What I've done is I have some mesh plastic wire. It's just mesh. It's like, feels like plastic. Just real easy. I have some rubber bands here, and the only thing that I'm doing is I've done two so far. I put the mesh over it with the rubber bands. You want to make sure that it's tight because you don't want, you can, you know, take this off and on real easy, but there's two done. Basically all I'm doing is I'm taking this and putting it over the top. I've filled it up with dirt, potting soil, because it stays moisture a lot longer. And this is so that the female can shoot her eggs down into here and she can't eat the eggs because they will go back into the eggs and then you won't get any crickets. So basically all I'm doing is this right here. This mesh wire will keep them from eating the eggs. And I'll do one more to show you guys. But I've filled it up with dirt to make sure when she lays the eggs she gets to the dirt. You want to make sure that your dirt is moist all the way to the bottom because the eggs sometimes travel to the bottom. You'll make sure that it's really moist. Don't just wet the top and not the bottom. So you want to run it under the faucet for a few seconds. Make sure it's real wet. And you want to spray your egg beds 3 or 4 times a day with moisture. You want to keep these moist so the eggs will hatch. But there's the egg bed so far. So I will run water in those and get your spray bottle and make sure that the egg beds stay moist. And make sure you put your screen over it so that they don't eat the eggs. Okay guys, here's the final product. Here I've got the crickets in there. They're all a little hidden right now, but you can see a few running around. we go. I can hear them inside. The females are already over here getting ready to lay. Yep, they're all inside them tubes hiding right now. There's the food, just put them a little bit of food. You can hear them, they're happy. This is the food I use. It's orange cubes by Flukers. It's food, this camera. Food, water, and vitamins all in once. Put some of that. You can put apples, oranges, fruit in there, and they like that. Cornmeal, oats. So there you have, guys. That's the final product. So hopefully, and I've got a second one. I'm not setting it up yet. I'm going to wait till my babies come out. Got one little guy already trying to climb, but he can't get past that tape. So, good thing. Okay, guys, this is just a little storage room. And it's about 80 degrees in here. It's got our air conditioning unit, our hot water heater on our 3rd floor. But with all the heat coming through the ceiling and stuff, it's perfect for crickets. And plus it keeps them quiet because it's insulated so they can't. So anyway, I wanted to show you guys. Look at all those females on top of there. If you can see right here, that one female. If my camera, if you can see, let me find one of those ones with the really long spikes. That is the females. Let's see if I can find one. If you'll look right here, there's one. She's moved now, but they're sticking their butt ends in there and they're laying their eggs. And the males are trying to get to the eggs so they can eat them. But so far, it's working out good.